Well, have you ever encountered a wild animal in need of help, but you were unsure how to give it care? Well, we have Delia Lister with us this morning from the PSU Nature Reach to share some tips to help navigate your next wildlife encounter and also introduce us to a new friend. Good morning to you both. So talk to me about who we have here.
Morning, yeah, this is Bolt. He is an American kestrel. And they're a fairly common bird around here. Maybe people don't always recognize that they're super common. But they're generally birds of open areas, open fields, open prairies. They're diurnal hunters, meaning they hunt during the daytime. And the old name for this bird is sparrow, oh my gosh, I just lost it. Anyway, but it's American kestrel, and they have black stripes right here on their face, and that kind of works like sunglasses when they're hunting during the daytime. And they're going to eat birds and mice, insects, things like that.
Very important. All right. Well, talk to me a little bit about wildlife emergencies, kind of what that entails, what qualifies as an emergency, and what people should do if they encounter one.
Yeah. So this time of year, spring baby season is always happening. And so oftentimes we get calls about baby birds falling out of the nest. And the best thing you can always do is put them back with their parents. Sometimes you might run across a bird like an owl that's been hit on the road or unfortunately caught in a barbed wire fence. And the best thing I can tell people, and we are not a licensed rehab facility, so you have to have a license to rehab birds. We can sometimes give tips over the phone, but there's an app called Animal Help Now, and you just put in your address, and usually it'll just even locate it for you, and it will tell you where the closest rehabilitation place is. And if you're in Missouri, you have to go with somebody in Missouri. If you're in Kansas, you have to go with somebody in Kansas. And so it's very much dependent on the state. But if you take a bird like this and raise it yourself, it becomes imprinted, which means that bird is no longer able to survive on its own in the wild. And so it's always better to get them back with their folks, with their parents. Yeah,
absolutely. And if people want to find out more about the PSU Nature Reach, where can they do so?
Sure. We are on the Pitt State website, and so it's just pittstate.edu/biology/nature reach. And we do have some tips that we can that we've posted that can help with some basic wildlife emergencies.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being with us this morning and introducing us to Bolt. Happy to have you both. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Thank you.